Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well. So in the today's session we are going to discussing about the arrays. Okay, so in arrays, how to declare the arrays and what is the need of array and how to initialize the values in array and how to access arrays in your programming. Okay, so the first thing is, before going to explain the coding part, I want to explain the what is the need of array. Okay, the first thing we need to analyze this. Okay, the first thing, suppose I want to give the example as int of a is equals to 5. Okay, I'll write the variable a is, I'm going to assigning the value as a 5 here. So it is a data type of integer. Okay, for each variable it's going to take the 4 bytes for a single variables of integer data type. Suppose if I declare int of b is equals to 10. Okay, so b is also integer data type. It is going to take what, 4 bytes for the variable b. Okay, so how it's going to declare? So like we have to allocating the 4 bytes in memory management. They will be allocate the 4 bytes for a single variables for integer data type. Okay, 1 2 3 4 4 bytes. So assume that this is a 1 byte, this is 1 byte, 1 byte and 1 byte. Okay, so for these all 4 bytes is going to only allocating for the variable of b. Okay, in this b we are going to storing the value as a 10. Okay, suppose I want to declare one more variable in a as a 20. Okay, what should I do? I should override this and then write the 20 here. Okay, I can't store more values in a single variable. That is not possible. Suppose I want to declare 3 variables in a single variable. Is it possible? No. What I have to do is, it's possible, but we have to take the separate variables for this. Suppose I have to take int of a is equals to 10. One more variable I have to take int of b is equals to 20. So int of c is equals to 30. Like this, how many variables you need? That much data type we have to. Now we hope that you got the what is the need of array. Okay, now I'll tell you how to declare the arrays. Okay, so there is a syntax is there to declare the arrays. The first one is data type and array name and the size we have to specify here. Okay, so now data type I can take it as a int and array name you can take anything, it's a user wish, so I'll take it as a. Okay, size I'm going to take it as a like 50. Okay, so within 50 I can store n number 0 to 49 variables I can insert. Suppose I want to insert 60 students marks of computer science, I can store into the single variable. It is a possible using of arrays. Okay, so a of 0, a of 1, a of 2 till a of 49 we can store the all the values in a variable name of array. Okay, now this is the declaration. How to initialize the values? The same syntax we are going to follow. Data type, array name and size is equals to, then we have to apply what? Values here. Whatever the values we have to give for this array, you can initialize. Okay, data type, array name as a and the size we have taken 50. Suppose if you want to declare the array values and you can declare it here. Okay, so now 1, 2, whatever you want, you can insert the values in array. So I'm declared how many variables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so only 5 variables I have, 5 values I have taken from this array. Okay, so remaining variables will be automatically filled with the zeros. Okay, for a single variable, for a single value, it is going to allocate the 4 bytes. For a single value, it's going to allocate the 4 bytes. Suppose I'm going to take one more, int of a is equals to 5. Okay, I am initializing the value for these are 30, 40. Okay, so I have taken the size as a 5 here, but I am allocated only 4 variables. What about the fifth one? Fifth one will be automatically, it is a 0 itself. Okay, now what is this one? A of 0 is what? 10. A of 1 is what? 20. And A of 2 will be a what? 30. And A of 4 will be a what? 40. And A of 5 will be a what? 50. Okay, sorry, 50. It's not 50. I have not initialized. It's going to taken it as a 0. Automatically it will be taken it as a 0. If you not initialize the values, it's going to be defaultly it is a taken it as a 0. So how many variables we have passed? 0 to 4. Always array will be used with a indexes. Index is nothing but we have to start with the array as a 0. This marks is indicating of as a subscript. Okay, this symbol is we can use arrays in us as a subscript. Okay, a of 0 as a 10, a of 1 as a 20 of. So see here we are using all these values in a only single variable as a here. Okay, only the concept of using of arrays. Okay, so suppose this 10 is a consisting of how many bytes, because we have declared the data type as an int. So it is going to take how many bytes? 4 bytes. For this 4 bytes, for this 4 bytes, for this 4 bytes. Okay, so totally how many variable? One more initialize. We are not initialized, but it is a default, it's taken as 0. How many bytes? 4 into 5 into 4 will be a totally 20 bytes will be allocated for this variable a. Okay, so this is how we are going to declaration and as well as initialization values in a arrays. For example, for using of arrays, we'll write a small program here. We'll start with the header files. Okay, if you're writing in a C, we have to use the different header files. If you're using the C++, we have to use the different header files. Hash include, I'll write it in a C++ itself. Hash include iostream.h. So I hope you know about all these things. IO is nothing but input output stream. Stream is nothing but sequence of bytes we can say. Okay, so this is the header file we are using. So first start with the white main. Okay, so first I'll initialize the values of arrays. Okay, so I'll take data type as a int and a as array name and size I'm going to declaring it as a 5. Okay, now if I declared here, I have to initialize the values at the compile time. Okay, suppose if I declared here only, no need to initialize the values at the compile time. It's up to us whether to declare here or while during the compilation time. I declare it here only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, I have initialized the values here only. First I'll write cout array elements are. Okay, I want to display only all these variables. Okay, cout I want to print array elements, and this line will be printed on your console screen. So what I have to do, so first thing I have to access all these values. So one by one, a of 0, a of 1, a of 2 and a of 3 and a of 4. So I have to use the for loop because I can't directly access all these variable at a time. So I have to take by one after the another. For that reason, we have to use the for loop. Okay, so how to declare the for loop? For then initialization, and for first thing is initialization, then condition, either maybe increment or a decrement. This is the syntax for to declare the for loop. For I should be always, arrays always start with the subscript of 0, as I told before. I is equals to 0. I should be less than of this 5. I have already initialized the value as a 5 here. Okay, so I plus plus. This is the way. This is initialization and this part is a condition. Either it may be a go for increment or a decrement. Based on the requirements, you can assign the value here. Okay, now I want to print that. I want to print means I have to use the cin operator. Okay, cin. So which variable I am going to accessing? This one. So I have initialized the value as I here. So directly write the a of I. So automatically it's going to print. First I means first it start with a 0. 0 means nothing but a of 0. This value will be printed, first one. Okay, so a of 0 as 1. After that I will be incremented. So we are using I plus plus for incrementing for the next variable. So I became what now? 2. 2 should be greater than equals to 5. Condition is accepted. Next print that value of as a 2. Sorry, I became, early it was 0, it was a 1. Okay, 1 is a greater than 5. So what is the a of 1? That 2 will be printed. A of 1 is what? 2. Next I will be incremented, it became 2. So 2 is a greater than 5. Again a of 2 is what? 3. Again it's going to print of a of 3 and a of 4 it's going to be printed. Again after that it's going to declare the 5. So all the variable will be printed using of this for loop. Okay, so this is a small program I have explained for using of C++, using of arrays also. So I hope you understood this video. If you have any doubts, please drop the comments.